Queen's justice. So Euron arrives back in King's Landing with his captives, and the common folk laud him as a hero. He dumps the captives in front of Cersei, who states that she will marry him after the war is won. Euron then uses this to taunt Jaime, as he, like everyone else in the kingdom, knows about their incest.
Like it gentle or rough, a finger in the bum. Not now. We'll talk later.
Cersei then finally gets her revenge on Ellaria for Myrcella's murder in quite possibly the most brutal way possible, by kissing Tyene with the same poison on her lips that Ellaria used to kill Myrcella, and forcing Ellaria to watch as her daughter slowly dies in front of her, shackled and unable to do anything about it, leaving her to her fate in what was stated as by the actress herself in Indira Varma as Ellaria's last appearance on the show. Meanwhile, on Dragonstone, Jon and Davos arrive and are received by Tyrion and Missandei before being taken before Daenerys. Despite this massive meeting of titans that fans have been waiting for what feels like decades now, Jon and Dany's blunt personalities immediately cause them to butt heads, as Jon is adamant about the White Walker threat while Dany will not budge until Jon bends the knee. So Davos almost lets sips of Jon's death and resurrection, but Jon stops him. Tyrion then manages to talk both Jon and Dany, and manages to reach an impasse between the two of them, as Dany allows Jon to mine the dragon glass that is as useless to her. On the Narrow Sea, Theon is pulled from the sea by one of his last remaining ships loyal to him. Despite telling them that he barely escaped with his life, his men are not convinced, telling him that if he truly tried to save Yara, he wouldn't be alive. In Winterfell, Sansa is continuing to fortify the castle, and Littlefinger continues to whisper in her ear, telling her not to focus on one threat, but rather to look at the big picture and fight everything everywhere at once. Bran then arrives home in Winterfell with Meera and is reunited with Sansa, but proves that he may not be all there when he tells her that he actually saw her getting raped by Ramsay on her wedding night. In the Citadel, Jorah has been completely healed by Sam and prepares to leave to go back to Daenerys, but not before thanking Sam for healing him. Sam is then simultaneously punished and rewarded by Eberros, as he used the forbidden formula by being given the task of transcribing the Citadel's older texts that are falling apart, which may prove to have some more valuable information. And to conclude the episode, we see Grey Worm leading the Unsullied in their capture of Casterly Rock, but unfortunately, after they successfully breach the castle and take it, they find that it's been a complete ruse, as Jaime had the Lannister forces desert Casterly Rock in order to attack Highgarden, while Euron Greyjoy's fleet traps the Unsullied at the rock, forcing them to make their way inland. After sacking Highgarden and killing most of the soldiers, Jaime finds Olenna and tells her that he managed to talk Cersei out of a painful death for her, offering her poisoned wine as a mercy kill instead. After drinking it though, Olenna still gets the last laugh by telling Jaime that she was responsible for Joffrey's death, not Tyrion.